Hey guys, this is Noble Struggle here with part 12 of the Siege of Kamino. We're finishing up round 4 of Armada. Let's just dive right into it. Looks like the last Pelta class has to go ahead and fight. He's doing an attack action. Well, extra damage action. If we're being proper, it's called concentrate fire. Anyway, back to the action. These transports are not giving up, shooting this Magnificent into the back. Who is that guy? Shib? And then, who is this guy? Words? Yeah, whoever that is. Let's begin. That was 5 damage. He has 1 hit already to him. That's another dead ship. Holy crap, Confederacy. Oh my gosh. Well, that was impressive. This side was supposed to lose, this side was supposed to win, but somehow the Republic didn't get the memo whatsoever, but things are still shaking out. Now from his side arc to that side arc, 1 dice. This guy's a heavy hitter. So he went ahead half the damage and now doing a salvo fire back at him. Salvo fire. Crit. He is spinning an evade to cause a reroll. There you go. Just for the record, that's another squid. So now they have 3 squids incoming. And the Pelta class decided to move 1. Actually move up 2. Republic is looking pretty darn good, actually. At first, it was pretty bad, but they're starting to get cleaned up a little bit. Now into the fighters. Republic goes first since it's a blue phase. V-19s and the Vulture droids. These ones, not these ones. That is a kill. These Vulture droids are gone. The LAT now move freely. Then across the battlefield, these V-19s versus the Vulture droids. That is 1 hit. Bombers versus V-19s. 2 hits. These bombers are doing some work. Then these Vulture droids over to these V-19s. That is no damage. Now which Republics go? These V-19s will go ahead and move into these and intercept. And these ARC 170s will shoot at these Vulture droids. That is no damage. Now, Separatist turn, they will use these Vulture droids against these V-19s. That is 2 damage. Then the bombers against these V-19s. That is 1 damage. Squadron rise, the Separatists aren't doing bad over here still. They got a lot of cleanup to do. Alright, V-19s, the Vulture droids. Let me reroll 1 dice. That is 1 hit. V-19s, the bombers. That is 3 hits. Oh, that's a dead group of bombers. They're gone. Looking across the board, there is no more Separatist ships that can shoot, so now it's only going to be Republic from now on. V-19s, the bombers. No hits. Lieutenant Badger moving through the surviving ships and heading towards the ground of Kamino. This ARC 170 is shooting at these Vulture droids. That is another hit. Bombers go to hit the front of that. Nothing. The group of Jedi fighters moving to intercept the Vulture droids. V-19s to the side. That is 1 hit. And with that, that is the end of the round of 4 for Star Wars Armada. Let's move into movement of Xwing. Might not be able to do shooting though, but at least movement. Alright, the dials are all set. We're going to Xwing movement. And the first guy that's moving is these V-19s, making a hard 2. And they are going to go ahead and focus. One thing to keep in mind of X-Wing is a little bit different. Your movement and action is not, well, your movement and shooting is not within the same phase. This one, everyone moves and then everyone shoots. Alright, this droid went ahead and did a slight 2 and then a calculate action. The V-19s went ahead and did a slight 1 and will target lock this HMP. Alright, with this, the guy can choose to calculate or with stressful maneuver, well, with stressful action, or do nothing. We'll do the calculate with a stress token, because otherwise he might just die. Speaking of stress, this Jedi fighter went ahead and did a 5 forward and a turnaround. Looks like the Republic made a misplay, and the Republic was mentally thinking that these Tri-Fighters would do something sneaky, but instead they forgot they were ionized from last turn, only moving 1 forward. And now the Tri-Droids are right on top of the V-Wings. God dang it, where did V-Wings come from? V-19s. Those are V-Wings. They will go ahead and calculate. Headhunters moving up forward, trying to cover the rear. Is that in range? Let's see. That is not in range. They have no boost action, so they will only focus, but I doubt they'll be needed this round. The secondary headhunter went ahead and did the 4 upwards and the focus. This HMP went ahead and did a slight 2, now setting direct course to head straight forward, and did a calculate because he's not in range of anything else. The V-Wing went ahead and moved 5 forward, casually going through and doing a focus, getting ready to fight this Vulture Droid. To absolutely no one's surprise, this guy pushed 5 forward, and he'll do a double focus. This V-Wing over here went 5 forward and focused. This squid moved up 5, target locked these V-19s, and focused. Now on the shooting phase, Republic has the initiative still because it is on an even number. It's number 4. So, alrighty, that is all these dice for V-19s versus the HMP. That is a bit of damage. They have the target lock, so they'll re-roll these 3 dice here. That is another 2 more hits. So the evade is canceled out by this, and that's 2 hits and the crit. 2 hits and 2 crits. So that's all shields popped and 1 crit. Try droids versus the V-19s. They do have 2 calculates. But this guy has a focus, so those go to evades. In total, that's 3 damage to these V-19s. This guy's now at 1 health, but they're still kicking. Jedi Fighter to HMP. That's 3 damage to the HMP. He is now at 1 health remaining, and that would be a decent win, causing these B1s, they have to go back over here, and they won't be able to hit Kamino if they go ahead and knock this guy down 1 more hull point. Vulture Droid to V-19s. That's 1 dead V-19. And the next one took a shield. V-Wing onto a Vulture Droid. Oh, that's good. That and that. But a calculate there, so that token's gone. Those 2 tokens are gone. That's 1 damage to the Vulture Droid. Alright, HMP 2 Delta 17s. Using the TAR. Moving on. V-Wing shooting Vulture Droid. Interesting. Vulture Droid now shooting V-Wing. Interesting. Squid to V-19s. He will do a target lock reroll. Okay, that is 1 damage to the V-19s. And now this squid to the same V-19s. Wow, 1 more hit. Nope, that's an eye. Oh, well, he has an eye, so, yep, 1 more hit. These guys only have 1 more health left, at least one of them does. It's only 5 in total. Now that is everybody that moved and shot within this. We have one last thing. These 2 squids get to do 1 more action during the end phase. This squid droid moved up 2. And this squid droid moved up 2 as well. But keep in mind now, this is the 2nd turn these have been on the battlefield. And there's no damage to them. The Republic are tied up by the fighters right now. These guys have 20 health. It's going to be rough. Or Republic is going to need to send some reinforcements. But that is the moving and shooting for Xwing round 4. And I'll see you guys next time in I might as well do Legion. Legion's just right here. 1 moment. This guy ran right into the little part right here. That's right. He's now in the turret. Congratulations. Legion is now done. Round 4. Because no Phase 1 troopers have died, they do not get additional reinforcements just yet. That's probably coming in like video 15. Anyway, let's continue on, and I'll see you guys next time in round 5 of Armada. And we will keep on continuing this.